Hello everyone. I know a lot of you who have kids. Before you rent an RV, you really wonder, whether you can install your infant or child car seat um, on board. So today we'll show you how we did it. So obviously, as you can see already, it's totally possible to install your child car seat um, on an American Cruise RV. If it's not an American Cruise, if you have a bench like this, uh, it's pretty much fair to say that there's a good chance that you can install them. The question around this is always whether it is as safe as installing the child car seats on passenger cars. So that's debatable. This is the car seat for my 4 year old, almost 5 years. Um, and I'll show you how tight it is. See, you cannot move it. I'm pulling it with my weight. So it's not possible for you to move it. You can push it. It wouldn't budge. The whole RV is moving. So I'm hoping that people who are looking from outside won't get the wrong idea about what I'm doing inside the car. Because the whole car is moving up and down, left and right. This one is less stable because you see there are two anchors behind the car seat, and this one because our little one still needs to have this car seat facing rear, so this one is less stable, right? Because it's only the seat belt from here, so this part kind of can move, but it's still pretty good, and it's sandwiched between this car seat, which doesn't budge at all, and also the wall of the RV. So I would consider this safe. Definitely no movements back and forth, right? You can see that. And to fit both of these, you see they're not sticking out too much, especially the base does stay, within the area of the bench. So now we had to remove this cup holder. Otherwise, it wouldn't really fit, because it's gonna be really awkward. This part can't really come in. You see, this bench and that one, right? There are two options, and you must be wondering how come we chose to cram them into the same bench, right? There are a couple of more than a couple of reasons. First, I think if they stay side by side, they'll fit better. So as I said, this is now sandwiched, right? So I was thinking maybe this way, the car seats can be installed in a way that's more snug. And then also, if you remove this, you'll find out that there are no anchors here, right? So this position is better. So this is like, other than the seat belt, I also use the rear anchor belt. And for this one, because one of the kids is still like less than 2 years and can still face rear, so that's what we chose to do. And if you put this one in this position over here, if you if you try to envision that, then all of a sudden it's actually front facing, not rear facing anymore. So can't do that. But you can make an argument that if you install this one, upright over here, then it's rear facing. Shouldn't that be more safe? Probably, yes, but then again, there's no anchor here for the anchor belt. So that's a huge difference, okay? Now, obviously I came back from my trip, so you wouldn't be able to see how I installed them, but it's not complicated. It's just belts, okay? Seat belts in, and you always install this one first, obviously, right? So you have enough room to operate. And for this one, it's kind of funny because the seatbelt thing, actually the buckle needs to go inside the back channel for seatbelts to go through. So that's kind of hard. I made sure it kind of bent over and went in first before I pull really hard. But pulling the seatbelt for this one is easy because um, you can pull with your body weight. So just sit down, from here and lean back and pull really hard. It's gonna come together pretty easily. Like this time for both of these, I installed them successfully in 30 minutes, I would say. And the first time I did it, it took like more than an hour to figure like things out. And my wife put this clothes in here so my son's feet won't get caught in here and cause some sort of injury. So we can remove that. If your car seat is like ours that comes with an extension here for the feet, it fits. You see, we can extend it a little bit further if we want it. So it's doable. So let me remove the car seat here first, and then I'll resume the recording, so I can show you what happened. So I just pulled one of them out, and uninstalling a car seat is always 100 times easier than installing one, because I just reached, to this buckle and press here, and boom, it's released. And I kind of pulled it out to show you that the belt is still here. It went through the channel here. That's it. And I tried with 3 different car seats, including the 2 that I'm showing you here. It won't really, so you can see the indentation, but the bench is not really hurt or just damaged. So don't worry about that. And same thing here, not damaged. Now this is the anchor that I'm talking about, right? So over here on this side, there are no such things. So that's a huge difference, obviously, right? This thing over here went all the way in. So this can be kind of tricky, but you can do it. Just make sure when it's still loose, before you pull the seat belt, make sure you put this in first. If you know that will be necessary already, right? So just, put it in and then you start pushing. Otherwise it won't work, right? Because this part will always be loose. So now let me release this. Very easy, reach in. Just press the button as it says right here. It's done. It's done. And now we can pull the car seat out. Hold on. Now I pulled the car seat out. And for this one, because you see the back wall here is kind of thin, this plastic. So I just put some painter's tapes here to protect the leather here. So that's something really easy that you can do. And it provides pretty good protection, I would say. And now you can see this anchor belt. This is why this was so snug. It fits so well in here and wouldn't budge 1 millimeter, I would say. It's because of this belt. So it has the seat belt plus this, okay? And you see, we place the anchor belt here. So right now, what I need to do is just to loose up this anchor belt a little bit, and then just undo this, and the car seat can be pulled out. That will be it. And obviously, I'll do this offline. I guess I don't need to show you this. One thing that's tricky is it's not necessarily extremely easy for you to get this to work. So what I found is that if you hook it in this way from the back, you see here, the opening is here. I had success that way every time instead of going into this anchor from the front. So always come from behind. Now you must be thinking, this all looks very, very good. What's the problem? What's debatable about, installing child car seats on an RV? So what happens is, I think it's without tearing this RV apart, you wouldn't know whether the seatbelt and this back anchors are bolted to the frame of the RV or not, right? And without knowing that, you can't say it's safe. Well, at least you cannot state that it's as safe as installing child car seats on a passenger car, right? And some people said that these anchors and seatbelts are just bolted onto, the wood, that you're kind of seeing right here. I really don't know. I wish somebody can dig into this and let us know. If you install the child car seats on the truck that tows your trailer, then it has to be safe because the truck is just a regular truck. So if it's rated for safely installing your child car seats, then there's not a doubt in that. It's safe. I just haven't seen anything that claims installing child car seats on RVs is as safe as installing them on a passenger car. Do your research if you are concerned. Thank you.